Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Wealth Unlimited. Here, in the series of talking about investments to grow your money, today I'll be telling you about the Indian pharmaceutical industry. I will also be sharing the top value and growth stocks in the Indian pharmaceutical sector. Before starting the video, I must tell you that this video is not a recommendation that you should buy these stocks. Please do your own due diligence before investing into the stock market. I will be telling you and giving you my perspective, what and where I am finding value right now. And on behalf of that, you can understand that whether I am investing in Indian pharma industry or not. So let me give you the overview of Indian pharmaceutical sector. India is the largest provider of generic drug globally. India pharmaceutical sector supplies over 50% of global demand for various vaccines and 40% of the generic demand in the US and 25% of the all medicine in the UK. So you can imagine that how big is Indian pharma sector actually is. Globally, India is ranked third in terms of pharmaceutical production by the volume and 14th by its value. So you can expect that there is a huge market not only in India but outside the country also to grow. According to the Indian Economic Survey in 2021, the domestic market is expected to grow the 3x in next decade. Indian drugs are exported to more than 200 countries in the world, with the US being the key market. So, what is now? I'll tell you what are the reasons, like why Indian pharma market became so huge, and what is the reason that it can continue to sustain these kind of things in future as well. So, the main reason for such massive growth is the low cost production and research and development, which boost efficiency of Indian pharma companies. There have been good policy support from the government of India, and as you know, that there have been introduction of PLI schemes. So basically, the PLI schemes are product-linked incentives, and these have been in 13 key sectors such as active pharmaceutical ingredients, drug intermediaries, and key starting materials. So basically, you can take PLS scheme as a subsidiary for the companies where they get benefits from this particular scheme if they produce a particular amount of drug. So for in case to for example, you can say that the electric companies or the manufacturer companies get a lot of schemes because they are doing well for the environment. So such kind of schemes comes and goes around the year. So now I'll give you the brief about the Nifty Pharma Index. So this is the Nifty Pharma Index, which consists of top pharma companies in India, such as Dr. Reddy, uh, Sun, Cipla, Biocon, etc. So you can see that it was introduced somewhere around 2000, and it has exponential growth, but it has not grown as big as compared to the other sectors, and they have been underperformer since 2014 to 2020. But with the advent of COVID, everything favors the pharma index, and they have seen a huge rally in last 2 years. So, if you will see that after 2021, there is a downfall in the index of the pharma industry because now the volume or the growth has again become normal. It has not been that disruptive, but it has corrected well to a level where you can think about investing in pharma companies. So this is the current Nifty 50 index, the current market situation. You can see that I have drawn four lines. The four lines shows the support of the Nifty index. The first line, which I have drawn, is around 15,100 to 15,200, which has become a massive support for the Nifty 50. And I believe it is very difficult from here, from this level, to fall below 15,000 for the Nifty. Right now, we are trading at the level of 16,700. And I believe if the FII buying, FII are the foreign institutions which invest in Indian market. They have been selling from last 8 to 10 months continuously, due to which the market has corrected from its top levels. If FIs continue to buy like what they did in last week, I expect the market to cross the level of 17,000 in the coming week or a coming month. The next support, if you will see that Nifty has a support at the level of 16,400, because you can see that there has been a gap up opening around the levels of 16,500, and if Nifty cracks from this level, I believe it will come down to fill up this particular gap. So that this is about Nifty. If some people who are already got a knowledge of stock market and they do options and trading, then this might help them. Nevertheless, let's move ahead and let's talk about the Nifty Pharma Index. You can see that the Nifty Pharma Index has corrected from the levels of 14,800 to the level of 11,700, and it has corrected well in past weeks. So this is a weekly chart, and I believe that Nifty Pharma Index is currently trading at a good value where you can think about investments in some companies, which I will be mentioning further in this particular video. So now the top three pharma stocks where I see value and can do better in future are: number one, the DV's lab. Yes, DV's lab is engaged in the manufacturing of APIs. If you don't know, APIs and APIs are the advanced pharmaceutical ingredients with predominant exports. It has a market presence in more than 95 countries, and it is a one of the best growing and multi-bagger company you will find in the pharma index. So the company is almost debt free, and with the rise in interest rates, there is likely to very less chances that their profit margin is gonna hurt. The market cap for this company is 100,000 crore approximately, and the right buying levels for this particular company is the level of 3,600 to 3,700. These are the financials of the company, and you can see that there has been a growth in terms of sales, and there has been growth in terms of profit before tax and even in net profit. There has been slight dip between December to March quarter because again of the rising inflation and falling operating margins, but the key reasons why it fell. Again, but if you'll ask me, would I be interested in buying DV's lab at the current level? Yes, definitely. I would be interested in buying the DV's lab. The fundamentals are strong and the company is making like exceptionally growth pattern and growing rapidly, not only in India but outside India as well. The second company which comes in my list is Dr. Reddy Labs. I believe like most of the commerce students will be familiar with the name of Dr. Reddy. Dr. Reddy Lab is a India-based pharmaceutical company which offers portfolio of products and services, including APIs, generic drugs, and custom pharmaceutical services. The company has a generic segment which makes 80% of their revenue and offers 400 plus high-quality generic drug across the globe. The market cap for the Dr. Reddy Lab is 74,212 crore, and the buying levels for Dr. Reddy Lab is 4,000 to 4,200. So again, do I see value in this company? Yes, I do see value in this company as well because they are the consistent compounders. If you will pick their chart, you can see that how they have performed in past 10 to 15 years when the whole pharma industry was under pressure. These are the results of Dr. Reddy's lab. You can see that again the sales has been growing since 2019. There has been fall in December to March quarter. Similarly, in terms of profit and in terms of EPS. So they haven't been doing well in the March quarter because of again rising inflation, low demand, a lot of things happen with the company. But if you can see that the balance sheet shows strength, you have to, if you want to like know like how balance sheet works, you have to basically just check the sales, what are their expenses, operating profit, what they are doing in terms of gaining a net profit, in terms of their market share. I mean, very little things are there which you can keep a track of, and you can understand the financial health of the company. Dr. Reddy Lab is a sound company, in my opinion, and I believe yes, they can keep maintaining the growth level in future as well. The next and the final stock which comes on my list is Gland Pharmaceutical. Again, the Gland Pharma is a company which is in the segment of injectable drugs, and it has grown over the years from a contract manufacturer of small volume liquid parental products to become one of the largest and the fastest growing injectable focused company across the globe. It has a footprint across 60 countries including United States, Europe, Canada, Australia, and the primarily operates in the business to business model which generates the 96% of their revenue. So, Grand Pharma, they haven't shown good result in last quarter, which we will discuss in coming slide. But again, if you ask me, one mid cap stock or like one growth stock in the pharma industry, I see a lot of value in Gland Pharma Limited. It got listed a few years back only, and I had applied in the IPO also. The IPO listed around the price of 1600, and right now, and then the company went up to 44,000 rupees. It has substantially correct from its level, and I see potential buy around the level of 2000 to 2000 to 2200. Yes. So these are the financials of the company, and you can see that from the June quarter in 2019, they have been growing their sales, and their net profit has also been increasing, but there are slight dips in last few quarters, which due to which the stock has corrected from its top level. I personally like this company, and they are into the business of injectable drugs, which are even hard to make. So the barrier to entry in this particular segment is high. So I believe these are some of the finest stocks where you can see growth in coming times. I hope I was able to give you a brief overview of a pharma industry and the stocks as well. I hope you like the video. If so, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for such informative videos. And if you have any suggestions, please make sure to comment it down on the box. I will definitely try to make better videos. Thank you.